couple of questions we had were, what are our kids doing to help? What are, family doing to help? There's not a ton that needs to be done yet.
Just wait till they have to give me a bath.
There's not a ton that needs to be done yet, but it's definitely things that my children and I are talking about and planning from both a time perspective, from a financial perspective. Simple things like our oldest daughter, Tori, who lives about 10 minutes from us. He has Tuesdays with Tori when she's in town and not traveling. And you guys go at lunch? You just drive around. They go out for a few hours, catch up with each other. Again, yes, helping him get out of the house and leave me alone, but also just so the two of them can make some memories. So I know that means a lot to him, and I know it means a lot to my daughter.
What's funny is it started out, she had a new job and had some questions about a certain situation, and she called me up and said, "Hey, can we go for a drive?" And I don't know why she said a drive, but she did. And so we went for a drive and we talked about the situation, and I gave her some ideas, and we said we should do this more often. And we both have similar personalities. I think I just said the wrong word. We both have similar personalities. And just having it on the calendar works for both of us. It doesn't always work every week. It has to be changed, but knowing every Tuesday at 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock or sometime.
Let's talk for a minute about...
Oh, and my sister comes over too.
Oh, yes, his sister does. He loves to go for walks.
Really with people, but no one else will come from my family with me.
He's so neglected. But his sister, when possible, comes over once a week and they go for a walk.
And one of those is my parents' house, who live about a mile away. We have over there what I've now named Donnie Daycare. And they have a guest room, and it's nice and dark. And when it's busy at our house, or I just want to go somewhere else, I can go over to their house anytime. And I often go and take a nap. When we get back, I have a new schedule with them where we're going to spend Wednesdays together. And so 2 Wednesdays a month, we're going to go on some little day trip drives, just places around. I like to go driving. No one in my family wants to get in the car with me.
Just little things like that are ways that our family have helped. And one of my biggest responsibilities in the months and years ahead will be finding more opportunities for people to help, because it's difficult for me when somebody says, "Let me know how I can help," or "What can I do to help?" because that puts the onus on me to be able to figure that out. And I understand it because I'm the one that's the caretaker. I like that some family members have stepped up and just found ways on their own to help. And if you're in a similar situation, just come up with something. And if it's not the right fit, the person with dementia or the caregiver will let you know, and you guys can adjust. But for me as the caregiver, it was just one more thing I had to figure out and manage for somebody else. So just come up with something and say, okay, every Tuesday I'm taking him for a walk, or whatever it is. And if it's not the right thing, they'll let you know, but at least you're showing up and you're doing action, instead of let me know what I can do to help. That's just, I'm never going to take somebody up on an offer when they say, "Let me know what I can do to help," versus on Tuesday, I'm coming over to do the dusting in your house. I don't know, whatever it is, that is showing up. And then if I say, "You know what, actually I don't need dusting, but maybe it'll help me think of something else that you could do to help."
And some of the obvious ones just don't easily work right now. So, hey, can we just make dinner every Wednesday night for you, which normally would probably be very helpful, but I have a very limited diet, which most people, including me, are not familiar with, right? So eating basically vegan.
Low carb vegan,
right? So even one of my daughters took it upon herself to find a meal service for us that would do that. It's helpful for 2 reasons. One, it's just not something it's just not a way of cooking that I am at all familiar with. and two, I just don't really know how to do it. So my daughter found this meal service that delivers vegan meals a couple times a week that are fresh, delicious. They're low carb, very, pretty low carb. They're vegan. And
just another example of family stepping up to help, right?
took a long time to find.
Mm-hmm. She did
one
all the
that
research and looking at all the reviews and stuff. The other examples that have come to mind is like our daughter-in-law did a bunch of research on my behalf and found me CPAs that we can work with as far as the planning that we need to do. She helped you find an in-network therapist. So even though they live a state away, our family is just finding ways to step up and help us in simple ways like that. I don't have an hour to sit down and look and find a therapist. I don't have the time, but it's just something simple that you can do to help other people. And researching CPAs who work with people in our situation and aren't trying to sell me something. All of these things that she has helped us do, including her father, who got us into a neurologist 7 months before we were going to be able to welcome to healthcare in America. That's a different video for a different time.
Anyway, her dad's a physician. He started making some calls, and he got us into the premier neurologic institute in the country. Not only in there, but in there quickly. And not only in there quickly, guess who we're seeing? The head of the clinic, of the entire thing, who leads all their research studies and things as well. And so,
family and friends stepping
been
up.
awesome.